Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. So I think a lot of you heard today about the liberal New World Order. Again, this is now something to be a little more concerned about versus Biden's. There's going to be a second pandemic mention, right? A slip, if you will. And it wasn't a slip, it's whatever. So when Biden made that comment, again, I wasn't worried about the second pandemic. We know that's coming. But now, Biden's advisor, I think is Brian Deese. These nuts. Anyway, had to say it. It was a toss-up, guys. You had to say that. Anyway, with that, guys, Brian Deese states that they have to hold strong in the liberal New World Order. This is exactly the conversation that went down. The CNN anchor states, "What do you say to those families that say, listen, we can't afford to pay $4.85 a gallon for months, if not years?" Biden's advisor, Brian Deese, these nuts, states, "This is about the future of the liberal world order, and we have to stand firm." This is a concern because now it's not a kook, it's not the crazy guy, it's not the guy who forgets he's president from day to day. It's his advisor, who's considerably younger than him, making the statement and saying they have to stand firm. So, that bit of information, guys, if you will, wasn't a slip. It was telling us what's going on, and it was telling us that we're going to be paying for gas at a higher price, and worse things are to come. Because, again, I've said this before, I will say it again, there are solutions out there. There are a lot of solutions to lower the price of gas. Now, is gas at a shortage, or gasoline or oil at a shortage? No, there's plenty of it. But still, the fact that they don't want to entertain the other avenues to go down to start producing more oil to lower these prices says it all in that statement that Brian Deese just said. With that, guys, we all know, for the most part, but some of you that are new, this is being done on purpose. This is not an accident. This is not some shit where we're like, we're theorizing. This guy said it out in the open. Now, if you ask me, this message is a message of destruction. This message is a message to let Americans know that things are going to get harder, and they, the liberal New World Order, are not going to do anything about it. That's pretty much what he's saying. It only gets worse from here, guys, when more problems pop up and they refuse to come up with a solution. Now, this is why we're preppers. I said this before, I'll say it again. We prepare so that doesn't matter what fucking game they're playing or what game they throw out at us, we don't subscribe to it because we are getting ready for what's coming. Now, the gas problem is going to be a problem for all of us because if you're storing gas, you only got anywhere between 6 months to a year of that gasoline before it goes bad. And then if you're also giving it out to people, you're also dipping into your stock. People like us who live in a city, we can't store gasoline in our apartments. We can't even store it on a fire escape. And not in some of the places we live because if the sun's beaming on it, I guess it just makes for a worse situation. To boot, storing gasoline in your apartment, even if you have a well-ventilated room, if there's a fire in your building, you just complicated the shit out of everything if your apartment happens to catch fire because your next door neighbor is an asshole. Now those gas tanks explode. Now you have gasoline running throughout the entire building, or that section of the building, on fire. So, we have a bit of a problem when it comes to storing gas. We can't. But those of you that can, absolutely should. Add additives to this fuel and then hope for the best. The fuel is going to complicate everything, guys. And if you are not where you need to be before all fuel runs out, you're going to be fucked. And that's including myself. If I'm not out of here by the time the fuel thing hits a apocalyptic level, I'm screwed. I'm stuck here. Now, I am getting ahead of that curve, and I think a lot of us are getting ahead of that curve. Matter of fact, my CrossFit coach walks up to me today and tells me my wife was thinking that we should get land in another state. I go, "Oh, really? Why?" He goes, "Well, he blames climate change. He thinks that the water is going to, flood New York City, Florida, and all that stuff." I believe that to a point as well, But still, the fact that they're looking to get out of Dodge and or buy land in another state is actually a good thing. So guys, the we have to stand firm is a declaration of war on American citizens, because they are willing to sacrifice our lives, put us in a tougher position just to make a point. This, guys, and listen, war on American citizens has been called upon us a long time ago, but this just makes matters worse. Now again, Brian, these nuts, he's a younger dude. He made the statement, he knew what he was saying, and he said it with confidence. That right there, guys, tells you everything you need to know. We are at war, and we're going to have to fucking fight very, very soon. Part of that dream that I told you guys about, or that premonition, there was a little more to that, and I'm going to get into that in another video, probably after next week. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you about it next week. Other than that, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.